To create a logic extension, make sure you're signed into Orchestrator Studio. Click on Logic Extension. And I'm going to make a new logic extension to default reason code. Default reason code. This can then be attached to any application that requires a reason code, thus allowing you to get rid of the blank value in the UDC 42RC. So I'm going to add the reason code into my list of variables here. It is both input and output. Sorry, both. I also need to have it in my list of variables here, RCD. And now I can say what I want it to do. So I'm going to pull in my assignment. I can hit the plus symbol also, but I can also click drag and drop. And then in this assignment, I want it to be default reason code. I'm going to keep repeating the same thing because that's all it's doing. And then to edit it, there's a little pencil here. Reason code. What I want it to do, I want it to be a straight literal entry of SOP. That's it. So I picked sales order processing for sales order reason code default. It can be any other value you'd like. That's the one I used, but reason code is also in purchase order entry, so you can make it even more generic, like order entry. Now that I have this in place, I can save this. And now I can use it directly in my sales order entry. And I want to hook it to sales order entry. That message is because I already, before, here we go. So what do I want it to have? I want it to default the minute I do anything in here. So I'm going to say after I leave the branch plant. So the first thing I need to do is say, what do I want to happen here? When do I want it to trigger? So I want, select the control to begin. So here I want to say, what do I want it to attach to? And see my little mouse turns into a mouse with a little arrow out. I want it to be when I've left this field. It could be entering, it could be exiting. I'm going to click next. I'm going to pick which logic extension I want. I want the one I just created, default reason code. And the reason code, I want it to be SOP. And not allow empty, not allow input, just stick SOP in that field blindly. Because I want this to be a field that's automatically populated with anything I do in this program. This I can leave the way it is. This is more technical related orchestrations. This is just to execute it. And then where do I want it to map to? And that's in this field here, reason code. I want the reason code I typed in to go into the reason code itself in the screen. And save. I'm going to back out. I'm going to click add, and you can see that once I type a branch plant in, it will default with that SOP. Notice right now it even did it before I did anything, which is even better. The point here is now that reason code is defaulting into every sales order, In my experience, most companies don't use reason code in the sales order entry or even in um, returns. That's handled with the return types in the return management. Now I can take blank out of the reason code field and thus use it in inventory transactions. It becomes a required field now everywhere by taking blank out.